Welcome back to the club. So far, the Ravensthorpe Cycling Club and I have navigated our way past the Yorkshire chimney stacks to the flowing scenic hills. As well as the rain, a brutal headwind has now picked up as soon as we start to ascend Holm Moss. Perfect.
Too far gone to stay, said it anyway.
And all day so far, we haven't had a breath of wind, really.
No, it's
Suddenly,
wet. Well, yeah, it does get windy on top.
Whipping up, isn't it?
Yeah.
And of course, it's right in our faces. Have you got a personal record?
No, Brian holds that, Brian Robinson.
Yeah. That's not what I said, though. I said,
No.
have you got a personal record?
I hate this climb. I love climbing, but I've never got on with it.
Why is that? Because it's exposed?
Yeah, it's steep.
It's quite long.
I think it's, yeah, quite stressful.
Just enough to see us through. Now you're lost and broken. Though the world keeps spinning round, I keep one foot on the ground.
This climb has featured in countless stage races and of course famously in the Tour de France in 2014. And the evidence of this can still be found on the tarmac with messages of support for the Tour riders. Local legend Brian Robinson set the hill climb record in 1951, completing this monster in 6 minutes 10 seconds. I don't think he's in any danger of anyone beating that today. And as we finally get near the top, Holm Moss delivers one more cruel twist: snow. Arriving at the summit, legs screaming, it becomes worth all the agony as we look back over the beautiful Yorkshire hills, and the sudden appearance of a rainbow seems a fitting reward for this frankly brutal ascent.
What a horrible climb. Is it two?
Come on,
Well done, Sue. Well done. You're all heroes except for those of you who are finishing now.
Different in so many ways from other clubs in the country, Ravensthorpe stands out as a beacon to hardiness, good spirits, character and humility. There is Yorkshire as a grey sky and howling wind, but they welcome you with open arms. They make them tough up here, but deep down I reckon they're as soft as they come. All day long a showdown has loomed large, experience versus youth, or to put it another way, mediocrity versus talent. Would the underdog prevail? In other words, did I really have a hope in hell?
Welcome to Fausto's Roller Racing Winter Series League. Today it's a little bit different. We've got some of our familiar faces here. We've got some of our record holders. We've got young Timothy, Kirklees Cycling Academy Rider of the Year for the last 2 years. Today we've got an extra special guest. We've got Ned Boulting. How are you feeling about this?
Well, I'm not a record holder, and I'm not the star rider, and I'm slightly older than 12.
Well, I was going to say, he's only 12 and he's ridden up Holm Moss this morning.
Yeah, I know.
I understand that...
I actually feel sick to the pit of my stomach now. Will you just get on with it and put me out of my misery?
So, behind us we have the scoreboards. Riding on red for Ravensthorpe, we have 12-year-old Timothy Lane. I'm not sure who you're riding for today, Ned. Who are you riding for?
Cycling.
Just for his professional pride, yeah? And maybe a jumper, yeah? Riding on green, we've got Ned Boulting.
Thank you very much.
OK, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! in a winning time of 25.336, 12-year-old Timothy Lane.
After that, by now ritual humiliation at the hands of a child, I jumped back on my bike and headed back to the final meeting point, the pub.
There is a distinctive Yorkshire feel to not just this club, but it's something about the roads that you ride, because there's no easy day out in Yorkshire, is there? I mean, that's very much the case, especially in this bit of Yorkshire.
If you want to go around York, you can go flat all day.
Yeah.
But come across to this side,
It's
and it's
never flat, is it?
never flat.
Yeah. Even when you think it's flat, it's not really.
And if it's flat, you've got the wind.
You've got the wind. And as I discovered at the top of Holmos, the snow as well.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 It breeds them to you. You're tough. You're tough.
Home Moss is a good barometer for the weather. If you can see the top of Home Moss, it's going to rain.
Right.
And if you can't see the top of Home Moss, it is raining.
But either way, you're going to go up it.
You've got to do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an iconic climb. It's one which, thankfully now, we've had the Grand Depart over,
Yeah.
and we're still getting visitors coming over. They've seen it on TV, they've seen the scenery in the sunshine, and they want to sample that.
Yeah. Very good. Well, did you make it to the top of Holmos?
I did make it to the top of
You enjoy
Holmos.
it?
I did, yeah.
Really?
Really? Really?
Even the bit where we turned into the howling headwind and the snow started?
Yeah, I was singing quite a lot at that point, to
Were
be
you
honest.
singing?
Yeah, I always sing going up hills.
What were you singing?
I was singing, I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Yeah. It's kind of roughly how I felt. I was expecting it to be kind of like quite a gradual gradient, because that's what you. But it's not. It's actually quite steep, isn't it? Or it just felt like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not nice.
So would it be right? I was thinking about the riding with this lot today and kind of like trying to tap into what this club is all about. Would I be right in thinking it's quite a boisterous community?
It's a very boisterous.
Is that the right word to use?
Lots of banter.
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 Anything beginning with boisterous banter, a little bit, yeah.
Great fun, lots of laughs,
Yeah, yeah.
lots of
And
encouragement.
that's got to be part of it, hasn't it? Because if it's all too serious, then days on Holmos like that are really not fun,
Yeah.
are they?
You've got to. They're just great. It's a great bunch of guys to ride with, and girls, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just give you loads of encouragement and loads of steak.
Right, contain your excitement. It is the big highlight of every week on the club. It's Boulting's Bike Boffins, simple as that. And representing Ravensthorpe Cycling Club here on my right-hand side is Morris. And on my left-hand side, Martin. You know the rules by now. There will be 45 seconds in which I ask, mastermind style, first Martin and then Morris, a bunch of questions. However many they get right in the allotted time determines whether or not they win. And there is a bike computer up for grabs. The stakes are extremely high. Your time starts now. What country does the Eneco Tour take place in?
Oh hell.
You can pass.
Luxembourg, is it?
Yeah, no. You're close though, close. You think of a couple more around there. Quickly.
Come on.
Pass.
No.
Right, how many world titles has Hugh Porter won? Guess.
4.
Correct. How high in feet and metres is Mont Ventoux, roughly? Metres. How many metres high, roughly? Mont Ventoux.
2000.
No, they'll give you that. 1,912. How many Grand Tours did Charlie Gall win? How many Grand Tours did Charlie Gall win? Again, guess.
4.
3. I can't give you that. How many seats did the longest tandem ever built have? Guess.
Oh, there's been a lot of long ones, hasn't there? 8.
No, 35. Astana is the... I've started, so I'll finish. I've started, so I'll finish. Astana is the capital city of which country?
Kazakhstan?
No, you can't have it.
No.
It is the right answer, though. Yeah. So he gets 2 points, Morris. You get 2 points. 2 points. That is actually very good, because the calibre of questions are very high. Give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Martin, are you ready? You have 2 to beat, and your 45 seconds start now. How many years did Chris Boardman hold the individual pursuit world record? For how many years did he hold
8.
that record? No, 15. How many hours a day did riders in 6-day racing in the early 20th century race?
24.
Yes, correct. What's the individual pursuit women's world record, roughly?
409.
3:22. Who was the only British cyclist to leave the Beijing Olympics without a medal?
Cavendish.
Yes. What's his first name?
Mark.
All right. What year were the first 11 speed group sets released?
95.
No, 2008. Name 2 of cycling's monuments.
Milan-San Remo and the Tour of Flanders.
Yes. How many metres in an Olympic velodrome is an Olympic velodrome in length?
240.
250. Can't give you that. Can't give you that. What's the 10-mile time trial? I've started, so I'll finish. What's the 10-mile time trial record?
52 minutes.
16.
No, 16. Sorry, 25 thinking, yeah.
And you get 3. Martin, ladies and gentlemen, is our winner. And Ravensthorpe Cycling Club is also the winner. Thank you very much, everybody, for your hospitality. It's been extraordinary. It's been fantastic. Don't forget to tune in next time on the Bike Channel and to continue to follow the club when we go out riding with another bunch of maniacs. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.
The club, in association with Ascent, personalised cycle insurance.